Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I went about making this. So I got a bunch of small cross-stitch patterns from an Etsy store, and I'm using I'm kind of inspired by the method that Tammy from Diamond Painting Between the Lines did for her Heaven and Earth designs, as in printing her Heaven and Earth designs pattern, cross-stitch pattern on a blank transparency paper. And well, I bought a bunch of patterns from, well, this was one I already printed. I bought a bunch of patterns from the Stitch Patterns. I got the lifetime membership or whatever, and for $35. It was like $32, but with tax it ended up being close to $35 for me. And I'm just going to do, but right now I'm doing these. This is going to be my like similar-ish to Paint Gem, where I'm doing small patterns, and this is, I'm going to just do a whole bunch of these, I guess, more around the world kind of landscapes. So yeah, I've already printed this one. So I am going to show you what I did on the computer for these small patterns. I'm gonna superimpose I'm gonna record my screen, but then I'll put it on top of this here because my camera here actually records sound a little bit better than the camera, the microphone on my computer. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna hit record on my screen, and then I'll hopefully be able to edit it in on top of this. So the patterns come like this from this Etsy shop, but I'm sure this should be possibly done to other cross-stitch patterns, because it's just general. It's very general. So, and this is for cross-stitch patterns that come on a PDF. I don't have any other ones to test out, so I'm going to do these ones. So I'm going to do 2 of them in this video, at least, just so that I feel like you could see it once and then see it a second time on a different one. So this one is the Statue of Liberty, New York one. Here, it shows up like this here, and it has the pattern and then the colors down here. And so I'm going to turn on the show and hide. I just know the keyboard shortcut, but I decided to show it this way. So I'm going to turn on the ruler here, and then I'm going to change the ruler to centimeters because it's easier to calculate it with centimeters. So what I see here is the width of this pattern is 20, and then 20, so 40 minus 2 here and 2 here, so that's 40 minus 4, which is 36. And then if you're going to do this as a square is 0.25 centimeters. So it would need to be 9 centimeters across. If you were going to do this as a round, you would multiply it by 0.28. So then when you print it, it should be 10.08 centimeters across. But I'm going to do these as a square. So like I said, the square times 0.25 is 9 centimeters across. And that's how big I need to make it. So I know my goal is to print this out where it's 9 centimeters across, this way, up and down. I mean, left and right. So now the reason I open the ruler here is, zoom in here. So I don't know how easy it is to see here. So it starts here at about 3.2 centimeters. It's a little bit bigger than 3.2. It's a little bit past the 3.2, but the closest one is 3.2 centimeters here. And over here, it's at 18.4 18.4 centimeters. So ruler, 18.4 minus 3.2 is 15.2 centimeters. So the size it is in the pattern is 15.2 centimeters. But if you remember, I wanted it to be 9 centimeters across. So what I'm going to do is get 9 divided by 15.2 and then times this by 100 to make it a percentage. So I need to print this 59.21% of the size. So do you guys, we're gonna do it. So I'll repeat it. So on the piece of paper on the PDF, it's 18. It ends at 18.4. The edge here is at 18.4. Minus what was it? Here it's 3.2 centimeters. 3.2 centimeters. So now I know the width of this picture is of the piece of paper. The picture on the piece of paper is 15.2 centimeters. But since, if you remember, my first number was, I wanted it to be, so this is 20 here, 20 here, so I wanted it to be minus 4. I wanted it to be 36. Squares across is 0.25. 36 squares across is times 0.25 is 9 centimeters. So I want it to be 9 centimeters. So 9 divided by 15.2, so is 0.59, and then to make it a percentage, multiply it by 100. So I need to print this 59.21%. So I'm gonna go click print here. I'm gonna go to current page. So right now it's way too big. So if I make it to a custom size, 59.21%, there it will print it smaller so that it is the diamond painting size. And because I don't want to waste a whole piece of paper, I'm going to actually change it to landscape so it's over on that side, and I'll be able to use the same piece of paper for 2 of them. So I'm printing this actually on cardstock. I'm not printing it on the transparency paper because these things are small enough that I don't need the transparency paper, and I feel like the cardstock will be fine for it. And I don't need it to be flexible. That's why I'm going for the cardstock. And I didn't want to use regular paper because I thought the regular paper might just be too thin for this purpose, so I'm using cardstock. So just remember to change your printer settings to whatever media you're using to print on. So I changed it back to portrait, so now I'm changing it back to landscape, and then I'm gonna go print it. All right, meanwhile, let's do another one. It's out of paper. I put paper in there. It likes to come up with that. So meanwhile, did I accidentally? No. Meanwhile, we'll do a second one here. So this one is supposed to be Bruges. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Belgium. Like when I went to look it up, because when I saw brujas, I was like, isn't that witches in Spanish? But when I went to look it up, it was spelled Bruges, and it's in Belgium. So it's the same thing like the other one, but this one is in a landscape mode, so it is slightly different numbers to use. So that's why I wanted to do 2 different ones. So this one is 25 times and another 25 here, so that's 50 minus 1 and 2 is 48. So 48 times 0.25 for squares. So this should be it should be 12 centimeters across. But the actual, turn on the ruler, change it to centimeters here. Zoom in. So it looks like it ends at 4 here. And over here, it's at, let's see, was it 4 centimeters? Am I still, no, but wait, I'm in inches still. No, I'm in centimeters. Okay. 4 there, and 17.6 there. So 17.6 minus 4. So current size is 13.6. So just because I had done a couple of these already, it's not calculating out the same way as my other one. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, no, I had done a couple of these already, and I just thought it was weird that this one was calculating out differently, but it is, the picture on the thing is a little bit different scale, so it makes sense. So I was like, no, I messed something up. Which is kind of good that I'm redoing this. So what did I say? 17.6 minus 4 is 13.6. So this thing is at 13.6, and I want it to be 12. So 12 divided by 13.6 times 100 is 88.235%. 235%. I don't know, can I put in that many digits on here? So I want to print this. 88.235% here. I'm going to print that page there. Is this still on cardstock? Yep. And I'm going to print this. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to print it on the same piece of paper as the other one, because this one is calculating out a little bit differently, and I don't want it to accidentally overlap on the other one. So that's the end of this part. So I'm gonna stop recording on my screen, and I'll go get my piece of paper once it prints. So here's the patterns that I have printed here, and to make sure it's printed correctly, I do have one of these diamond painting rulers here, and I just kind of want to line it up to see, yep, it looks about right. So my New York one is correct. This one and this one is lined up nice, and I don't know, should I zoom you in so you can see it? See, it's nicely lined up onto this here. So now I'm going to just kind of cut these out. I'll keep the cardstock for future stuff. Yeah, I wasted a lot of paper on this one. But I could probably still use the paper for something else. So I have a whole bunch. I was going to put the adhesive together with you. So FYI, I'm just using this. This is just cardstock from Walmart. So you don't need to get anything fancy. So I have some double-sided sheets here. I just got this from Amazon. I just got the cheapest double-sided sheets I could find because that's how I roll. The cheapest double-sided sheets I could find. And we're just going to do what the diamond painting people do, is make some. So I have, right now, I have London here. This one's supposed to be London. This one is supposed to be Vegas, but since I printed it on cardstock, you can't see it. So it should look like Vegas. What's my next one? I could put the adhesive on. This one is supposed to be Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. Let's see. When I went to look it up, I was like, it says Brandenburger Tor. I was like, I don't know what that place is. I'm so uncultured. So, just going to mark. So let's hope that is about correct. You know what? Let's just mark. I'm hoping that they'll be mostly 9 to 12, 9 by 12. So if I mark this end here, so this is full, this is double-sided tape that's like a full sheet. So I'm just going to cut it where there. And it does look like I cut it correctly. So now let's try to figure out this other side here. Okay, so now I have a piece of double-sided tape that should cover this. Now, with me only having, with me putting this on paper as opposed to the plastic transparency paper, I only have one shot at putting this in because it'll tear, the paper will tear, as opposed to the transparency. But I didn't think I needed to use the transparency for this because I think the whole point of using the transparency is so that if you wanted to, you can, like if it's a bigger diamond painting, you could roll it, you know, roll it up. Well, these are small. I don't plan to roll these things back up. So these are going to stay. These are going to stay flat. So, okay. So I only have one shot with my double-sided tape here. So I give kudos to those folks who all they do is make the diamond paintings and put the double-sided tape on it because it's not easy. And I'm only just doing a small one. So now this one should be ready for, I should write down what these things are because, oh no, this one says Brandenburger here. Because now I don't see it. So my next one, I figure I'm just going to do this on camera. My next one is this Chicago. So you can see what my possible future ones will be. Chicago. Here. Yes, it's the same size. Which I was hoping it was. Which direction was it? This is the size that looks more like it would fit. Okay. There. And then I'll keep all the, wait, I should write down what this is one. This one is Chicago. Because for whatever reason, when I print the landscape ones, they just, I mean, the ones that are portrait, it doesn't, it cuts it off. Okay. Like I said, kudos to the okay, I'm a little off. That last part on the edge doesn't have tape on it. But I'm hoping that there's enough tape that it'll still stick. Yep. Yep, there was a little, like over here, I don't know, some of the pattern, I didn't cover it. I should just go bigger. Like, I don't need to go that small. So the next one I was going to do, the next one that I printed out, I don't know when I'm going to do these. Oh, and FYI, like, since I bought the Lifetime one, like, I just checked this morning and there was like 2 more or 1 more. I think there was a new one. I didn't add it to this because I was like, I wasn't planning to, but there was like, I think it was a Brazil one. What's the other one? There was another around the world one. So this one I actually noticed is actually smaller than the other ones. All of these other ones seem to be 9 by 12. And this one ended up being smaller. And when I was doing, I was like, wait, that's way smaller. So this one is actually a 7 by 9.25. So this one just kind of ended up being a little smaller. So this one, it says, is supposed to be Santorini. Oh, it actually got it in there. Well, I wonder if I could just use some of my leftover scraps for this one. I do have a whole bunch of leftover scraps from other ones. So why not use the leftover scraps? Okay. Yep, nope, my leftover scraps, none of them are exact matches, so nope. Oh well. I was hoping I would just be able to do like a good one with just my leftover scraps, but nothing fit well. So we'll just do multiple leftover scraps. Man, I just need just a like I just need one more like 1/4 centimeter in there. Okay, let's just cut it how we need it. But yeah, you could use the leftover scraps. You just end up having a lot of, you know what? I forgot I have double-sided tape. I could also use that. No, I messed up. I do have double-sided tape that I could just use if I need. Here. And nope. I think that actually will fit. Yep. Okay, so I have some double-sided tape I could use. Okay. Might just cut it with scissors. So yeah. You can see you could see how difficult it is to make diamond paintings, apparently. So whenever you get annoyed by double-sided adhesive canvases, just think how hard it is to line all of this stuff up. So I'm going to have a little bit of excess adhesive on that one. Yeah, see? Let's see. I have a whole bunch of random pieces of stuff here. Okay, next one, and this one is supposed to be Amsterdam. This one here, going to I think, okay, we'll do where's my pen? Here. Yeah, see? There. So yeah, so for those who are like, I don't need to watch Joan struggle for this, and I really stopped watching. Thanks for lasting as long. Because I figure, you know, I was supposed to do a whip and chat, and I just kind of ran out of time. So this is my... I was planning to do a whip and chat. I might still do one, but I'll have to record it during the week. But yeah, no, this is, it's already 6:30 on Sunday p.m. I think the Super Bowl is still going on. Is the Super Bowl still going on? Alexa, who won the Super Bowl?
Currently in Super Bowl 57.
Okay, they're just at the third quarter, apparently. So, obviously, instead of me watching the Super Bowl, this is what I'm doing. But yeah, instead of me watching the Super Bowl, this is what I'm doing. Because I find this more entertaining. But, you know, had it been, like, the local team, I guess, in the Super Bowl, I might be watching out of obligation. But nope, it's not one of the local, it's not the local team. There's only one local team in Washington. Because I came from San Francisco Bay Area. There was like 2 football teams there. I think there might be only one now. I think the Raiders left Oakland, I think. But they left after I left. So, but yeah, there's only the Seahawks in Washington. So this next one is Paris here. So the Eiffel Tower. But yep, apparently the Super Bowl is still going on. I didn't watch it. Well, obviously I'm not watching it. I didn't even know it was still the third quarter. So no one's won yet. So yay for if it's your own team. But yeah, nope. No, I have no interest in watching the Super Bowl whatsoever. I was watching though this morning. This is partially the reason I ran out of time is because I got really into, oh wait, this one was the Paris. Let me write it down. So because it's got cut off right there. I got really into this TV show on the Filipino channel. So this one is called, it's a pyramid in Mexico. Chichen Itza pyramid in Mexico. I actually looked it up because it just said Mexico and I didn't want to just have, in the pattern it just said Mexico. I didn't want to just have a pattern that said Mexico. So I wanted, you know, I wanted something that was more descriptive. So I was like, I looked up pyramid Mexico and then I started just like looking at the shape of it and I was like, I think that's what this is. The Chichen Itza pyramid in Mexico. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Am I going to be able to do 2? Wait. Yeah, I should be able to do 2. Okay. But yeah, the pattern just said Mexico only. That's all it said. So I was like, okay. But yeah, no, I got really into this Filipino reality show called Dream Maker, where they're trying to make a boy band group, but have them train K-pop style, but they're made of all Filipinos, the group. So today was the finale, and I woke up early to watch the thing live, and I mean early. It was 4 in the morning. It started at 4:30 in the morning. So for me to watch it live, or for me to watch it live, I did wake up like 4:15 to watch it because I wanted to. But you know, it's not like um I normally get up pretty early. So I normally get up pretty early, so me waking up at 4:15 wasn't too bad, but nope. It's been a long day already for me. So I think after this, I don't have any more recording in me. I was planning to do a whip and chat, but it didn't happen because, like I said, I watched that. So you're thinking, oh, that was at 4:30 in the morning. It's already 6:30. But you know, I had to watch the performances over and over again because the first time you watch some sort of dance, singing song, and they were you doing original songs that were written for the program. So it was the first time you heard something. So you know how the first time you hear anything, you have to ponder whether you like it or not. So yeah, I kept watching things over and over. Yeah, it's horrible. And actually, I'm not. And what's weird is I'm not actually that into music or anything. I'm not. I'm not even into K-pop. But it was just a. It was just a random TV show I went and watched with my mom on the Filipino channel. I think it came out like in November or something, and then I just got hooked, and from watching it. Hooked watching it. To the point that I woke up at 4:30 in the morning to watch the live finale. So here's New York one. And I already have this one. Should be the same size. Yes, it is. It should be the same size. Oh wait. I have to write New York here because it's here's the Statue of Liberty in New York. There's actually, like in the set, there was one that said it was Canada, but it was like, it wasn't it wasn't like obviously Canada, so I didn't really want to do it. Like it was just like some cabin in the woods or something. I'm like, it kind of felt like it could have been anywhere. Yeah, I didn't stick that in that well. There's just a little tiny bit there that's not. I could have probably cut these things bigger, but nope. I probably should cut it bigger, but nope. Okay, let's see. I have a whole bunch of scraps here. Let's see if I can finagle some scraps. Okay, I think these two can fit relatively well. It'll just be a little bit big, which is okay. But yeah, no. Ran out of time. Yeah, because Friday's video, my original plan was that it's going to be a whip and chat of me doing one of these. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Unless I record it during the week. But I have a kitting up video already, kitting down video already recorded. So that will probably be Friday, like I said, unless, I was bad at that, man. And I didn't have to be that close. There's excess on this one. Is this one thinner? Maybe I do this one. But yeah, nope. Apparently, just ran out of time. I kind of want to do one of these anyway. But I don't know if I'll have the talk in me to do it. Because I've been up since 4 in the morning. Because I'm that kind of crazy. But I do hope that, so the whole premise of the show that I said I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch is that they're going to they're going to make a Filipino K-pop group. If that seems kind of oxymoronic. I missed this portion here. That's okay. It seems a little oxymoronic, but that's the whole premise, is they were going to train a Filipinos that got into a boy group or whatever, K-pop style. So they're actually going to train in Korea. Yes, I know. Like I said, I don't even know why I gotten so into it. Oh. All right, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to do. This is the one that I've done so far. Like I said, I've already looked at the website, and I looked at the what's currently available, and they added a couple more, so I might add more. So this is 11, because I saw Brazil. Like I said, I saw Brazil, and I saw another place, but I can't for the life of me remember it. And like the Las Vegas one that I printed actually just came out like 2 days ago, so I'm happy with, I'm kind of doing like an around the world version of the like Paint Gem minis, but using these cross stitch patterns. All right, so that's all I have for today. I'm going to go and try to edit that video, because this is one of those videos that I showed the thing on the screen. So this is going to take, that's probably why I'm not going to record the whip and chat, because I have to edit the video. And I don't normally edit videos. That's a little bit more of an effort. But yeah, I hope that that was helpful. And most of you probably have already left right now, because you didn't want to watch me try to put double-sided tape on things. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I kind of have a plan on how to do these using round drills, but I haven't tested it out yet, so I don't want to say anything about it. But what I just did should be translatable to any cross stitch pattern that's on a PDF. You kind of just have to do the same kind of calculating. And as long as if you have to multiply it bigger than the piece of paper, that might be a little bit harder, but as long as however you need to blow it up doesn't exceed the size of the paper that you're going to print it on, it should work. And FYI, it does work for the Heaven and Earth Designs ones. It prints it you have to print it just a tiny bit bigger, and it's still, at least for me, it still fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Now, I tested it out for, like, if I was going to print a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern on as a round. Unfortunately, it will not fit on a single piece of paper. So if I was going to go that route, I'd have to go and use 2 sheets of paper. But for these, they should mostly fit just on 1 sheet of paper. Most of these, actually, I had to shrink to get to this size. So that's all I have. Like I said, I'm really tired. I don't know why I was recording it. But yeah, I hope it was helpful. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know what you want me to make a video of. And hopefully at some point, I'll actually record that video. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye.